What's up, family? Don't worry, I'm hands-free. Both hands on the wheel. So no, I'm reaching out now. I'm going to be starting a YouTube channel, and I think that I want to just bring you guys along on the journey of how that's going to look. Ultimately, I'd like to reach out and be a motivation to people. I've followed many different people myself, Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Gary Vee, Eric Thomas, you name it. I still watch their videos and listen to what they have to say, because they've reached a level of success in that arena, which is where ultimately I want to be someday. So I'll eventually open up for dialogue and different topics and things like that, but this is just kind of my opening statement. There's a lot going on in the world, and I think it's good to have discussion. I'm a business owner, entrepreneur. I'm just finishing up my first term, working towards my bachelor's in business administration with a specialty in entrepreneurship. So that was a big eye-opener there. Not having been in school for 20 years and then running a business and going through the COVID shutdown, all coming together all at once. But I feel like that's where God put me. He set me on this path, so I'm just taking every day as a blessing and really digging in. I really wasn't sure what to expect, going into that, especially just coming out of our COVID shutdown, and then with the racial tension in the country. I've really been staying off of social media because I just really don't know how to address some things, and there's some serious changes that need to be made within our system, and I think there's a mindset change that needs to happen throughout the country in general. We're all brothers and sisters in Christ, and that's my stance anyways. So some people don't like to put that out there or have that discussion, and I understand that. As a believer, that's kind of how I gear my decisions and the way that my perspective is now in the world, and in my life. So as I said, we'll dig into some of these topics moving forward. I just wanted to put something together, just kind of giving you guys an idea instead of just throwing a video out there that just randomly and trying to start some conversation. So I'm going to work on doing this at least a couple times a week. Want to get on a good schedule, with everything else that I got going on, and then taking this on as well. This is something that I want to be serious about, and as I said, I really want the feedback, create dialogue, start dialogue, and create a safe place for people to share ideas. And I won't tolerate any negativity, and that doesn't mean differing opinions. I'm okay with that. That's how change happens, and that's how we can meet in the middle or understand each other better, is by sharing different opinions and being respectful while doing it. There's obviously some opinions that can't be tolerated, and if there's any racist ideologies that try to get pushed from whoever, however, then I won't tolerate that. Any negativity towards law enforcement, good law enforcement, then I'm not going to tolerate that as well, because there are great law enforcement officers out there. I know them personally, and that it's just the climate that we're in right now that you know, it's a touchy subject, so I don't even know how I'm going to go about discussing those things with people. You know, equality is a huge one, and we need to really work on that. You know, most people, well, I shouldn't say most, I'd say all people that I deal with, that's not an issue, because you know, I have a mixed family. You know, my wife is biracial, so my kids therefore, you know, have different come from different or have different backgrounds from their maternal and paternal sides. So, you know, we're all about coming together regardless of where you're from, what you look like. You know, it's all about creating a good dialogue and trying to find some answers and to help everybody grow. I mean, that's where I'm at in my life, and people that have known me for years can attest, and probably aren't sure, to be quite honest, about the changes that I've made in the last couple years, finding God and then incorporating biblical principles into my life and just trying to find my way in that. You know, I've made some serious changes that the people that have known me for a long time probably looks a little different. Sounds a little different coming from me, and it just is what it is. You know, over time, I think people will see that it's really what direction I'm going with my life, and trying to create a positive environment for my children. If anybody, you know, anybody out there that's been around me for some time knows the childhood that I came from, which wasn't the worst. My parents did a good job. You know, they did the best they could from the backgrounds that they came from. But you know, I'm just doing some things different, and that's not to talk bad about my parents' parenting, because you know, I love my parents, and again, they did a great job considering all things, and you know, those are stories for a later time too. You know, where my dad's background and how he came through the foster system, and so, you know, there's a lot of things that shape who we are. And you know, that said, back to, you know, ultimately I'm trying to create, and I shouldn't say try, I am creating a what I feel is a more productive, more positive environment for my children, you know, and for myself and those that want to be involved in my life. You know, I had to make some major changes as far as who I surround myself with. You know, I forget who says it, but show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And there's different variations of that. But it's 100% true. So, you know, the people that we surround ourselves with are going to have an impact on our lives. So yeah, we've really changed our dynamic. Our circle definitely got smaller, and that's not to talk bad about anybody we were in contact with before. Just, you know, things change and we go different directions in our lives, and I wish everybody all the best, you know, in everything that they do. But we're just doing what's best for us right now. I'm parked now. Have to get some stuff from Home Depot. Running a few different projects right now. So, see, PGS Construction Group LLC. That's us. But anyways, I think I've gone on just about long enough. My videos in the future, I'm going to try to create some type of structure so that we can get that dialogue I'm talking about. You know, start off with a topic and throw in my 2 cents, and if I can get some feedback, great. You know, then we can if people have ideas or things that they want to address, and then we can open up a dialogue about those things as well. As I go through my schooling, it's a lot of business management and a lot of different concepts that I'd never really looked at, even from a business perspective. But I'll share that journey. I'll share some of what I go through with that, ups and downs, good or bad. I'll be as transparent as I possibly can to help people grow, help myself grow. So yeah, love y'all. I haven't been on my Facebook a lot. I was posting quite a bit and posting positive things, which were things that I was seeing in my life and wanting to share, and things that motivated me. And I'm going to get back to that. But this is more the direction I want to go, is through the YouTube, and I'll share those on my different social media platforms. But love y'all. I appreciate everybody that supported me and been a part of the positive things in my life and helped me grow. That's about all I can say at this point. I got to get some things done. But as I said, a couple days a week. This is gonna kind of be what I'm gearing towards, and I really would appreciate the feedback, comments, like and share. If you can relate to what I'm talking about, great. That would create a great dialogue. So once again, love you, family. Till next time, have a great day. God bless.